So some of my Jehovah's Witnesses, witnessiness, I guess comes out of my pores. We did a lot of Jehovah's Witness jokes on Reno 911, us chasing and beating up Jehovah's Witnesses because of me.
I don't know what to say to that.
Nor do I. But a lot of it was because of my, my shit.
They're like, Cedric, do you feel better? And you're like, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel a little guilty. It's funny, though.
It is funny as hell.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
You got to have a mother for me, so bring that big ass round this way so I could work on that zipper, baby. Welcome, little mamas and Gentiles alike, to another phenomenal episode of My Mama Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of Black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove that the erasure of the hashtag Black Boy Joy was in fact perpetrated by the fat cats down at the Almond Joy Company. They could not have us brown on the outside and sweet on the inside. It would distract from their product. I'm David Bory.
I like that. I'm Langston Kerman. I'm impressed.
That was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I felt good about
it. that goes all the way to the top.
Yeah, come on.
I enjoy our conspiracies when they go all the way to the top.
I like it. You got to have the full breadth. I could have kept it on the ground floor, but not for in person.
Are you an almond milk person? Are you
almond milk?
Yeah.
Any not milk is all.
Okay, you're off classic dairy.
I think we all need to get off the cow's dicks a little bit.
Okay, it doesn't come out their dick, but I like...
You know what I'm saying? But like, in general, beef, dairy, you gotta relax on the cow a little bit.
I got you.
But yeah, I'll drink almond milk sometimes.
Okay.
But I don't really have a lot of milk.
In general.
Yeah. Are you almond milk?
Yeah, we're an almond milk house, but I think it's...
Not going green over there, huh?
We're not going green, and it wasn't until after we had committed that I realized that this was a big mistake.
Yeah,
that almond milk is actually harmful to the environment. I mean, what do you want me to like try cashews? I can't.
Also, with shit like that, it's like there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. We give it up to the military. You drink the almond milk.
Yeah, I don't know that there's an alternative that's going to be healthier for me and mine. So
agreed.
Almond it is.
But I do like Almond Joy, which is gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's a problem.
I don't relate to that even a little bit.
It's a problem.
It's one of the grossest candies I've ever heard about in my life.
I'm a sick fuck.
Our guest today is not a sick fuck, I don't think.
No.
He's phenomenal. I truly can't believe he's here.
I can't believe he did it.
Yeah, me three, y'all. What the hell is this happening? I mean, you couldn't be more light-skinned or enjoying milk still. Right?
You think that's a light skin trait?
I mean,
black people can't have that.
Let them cook.
I'm a oat milk type of guy
milk
myself. But if you're doing full out milk right now in 2024, you couldn't be more light skinned.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're saying Drake?
I aspire to be able to drink milk. Oh, come on, man.
I don't even know what that's like.
You're saying Drake has
condensed milk?
A refrigerator filled with milk at the Drake house.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
I think he dips in it. I think he bathes in it.
Whoa.
Milk bath. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, they do
it's
milk
definitely
baths.
a thing. Yeah,
I don't think they
bath.
just do exclusive. I don't think it's just milk in there. I think it's like...
Oh, really?
I think it's like a little taste of milk.
That's trash.
Yeah, it's not as cool.
I guess because you can't reuse it.
Almond Joy, Joy's in the name, so I'm on his side.
Wow.
With that. I mean, it's got coconut in it.
It's got coconut in it.
And that's a little, coconut candies aren't always the best, but there's something about an Almond Joy.
Have you
tried one?
It's the mixture. They mix it all together, right?
You've attacked light-skinned people.
Yes.
You've sided with him on the nastiest candy available. I don't know that this is a great start, but I'm excited to introduce our guest.
He's a big day.
Truly one of my favorite comedians, actors, talents of all time. You know him from Reno 911. You know him from so many goddamn things. He did Black Dynamite. Goddamn it! My favorite line ever served up in television or film history comes from this man, and most importantly,
wait, which line is it?
But Black Dynamite.
I sell drugs to the community. I knew it was good.
You couldn't have done it better.
The thing is about that line is so stupid is that no one's was ever afraid of Black Dynamite, you know? And we all know his history of kicking ass.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, just be honest about the situation. You are stopping something from what I'm doing. And I'm afraid of you. I respect you, but that's what I do.
That's what I do.
And so that, you know, it was an improvised line, and so, you know, you're supposed to speak your truth, and so that's why it generates. I feel like why it's so it just, you know,
buddy,
it gets in the heart of people.
I repost it every year like it's a holiday.
Hey, we just celebrated yesterday the 15-year anniversary of that movie.
Yeah,
wow.
And, you know, Michael Jai White, genius, and it just seemed like everybody got the tone and figured out, yo, this is the stuff we want to do.
It's a perfect film, and we're so happy you're here. But more importantly, you're here to promote your new film, Juror #2.
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood project.
Clint Eastwood project. Yeah,
November 1st.
November 1st. Juror #2, starring Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, J.K. Simmons, Kiefer Sutherland, and then my weird ass got in there somehow. So, but yeah, it's a cool thriller, courtroom drama. It's got no superheroes, no supernatural stuff, just some adults dealing with some adult shit. And
I watch is adult movies. This is perfect for me.
Yeah,
that's my main.
Yes, sir.
That's my main genre.
Sir. Yeah. It's not as adult as you'd want it. Yeah.
I'll be the judge.
Okay, I'll let you.
My man finds a way to make things adult.
Figure it out.
I'm a trooper.
You know, I knew Reno 911 was something when we had the Reno 911 XXX parody of it.
That's great.
Yo, we hosted it. We hosted a screening of the parody, the Reno cast at UCB here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And a couple of the porn stars also showed up too. And we showed a couple of clips of it, but yeah.
That's great.
How? Because you don't get to sign off on who's playing you.
No.
That's a rough, I would be worried about that.
I was a little offended too by the cast. And, I was like, come on, bro. You could have got a better.
That ain't even how I curve.
Yeah, that's not even me, bro.
I'm South by Southwest.
Yes. And I don't work that often that I can't be a part of this project.
I was available.
Right.
I'm single, you know? Like,
what's that?
Let's go. But yeah, that's when I was like, okay, Reno might have a little staying power here for doing parodies of us.
If this shit gets a porno parody, you won't even see me again.
You don't want that, though. Just two brothers. I mean,
no, we have a lot of guests.
Hey,
we have a lot of guests.
No disrespect, but you know, not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But a parody of y'all, just
just us. That would be crazy.
I'm just no bad press at this point. I'm willing to take whatever they offer. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? We're here to get the numbers up. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. I would love to see the demographic for it as well. I would love to see what that room looks like.
Who wanted this?
Who would want to see
who was
that?
Looking
who would want to see that?
And then willing to watch the whole parody.
Yeah. Because part of the parody is that they're having sex, but they're also saying weird things about the government. And
yeah, that's the conspiracies are worked in.
Yeah.
Because we would write it, I assume, right? We would get tapped to write it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, you know Obama's an alien, right? That would yeah.
I will say
now you want to see it a little bit, right?
That would be wild.
Yeah, I will say
that would be wild.
We would need a third, because whatever the dynamics of the two of us, whatever they picked would surely ruin this podcast and our relationship.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that would really fuck us up, I think.
Yeah, there's a dominance that would be introduced that we can't undo.
And is a disrespect, quite frankly, I don't think either of us are built to take.
You're right. I'm a fragile man. I couldn't handle that.
That would really fuck me up.
Damn. Cedric Yarbrough is here, everybody.
I was fine with just having a moment of silence and what that was.
Well, I think you have to be.
I'm here. Yeah. I am here too, as well. Yeah,
we're so excited you're here.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
We discuss conspiracies on this podcast, and you came with a conspiracy that I'm excited about, David. I know this hits very close to home for you. You said, my mama told me
dinosaurs are probably fake.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Tell us everything you know.
So I grew up in Minneapolis, and our family were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Okay.
And there's so much that we grew up learning or being told. Mama told us things that were what?
So this is coming directly from the source. This is
coming from mom. Yeah, we learned in school about the dinosaurs, and she's like, no, that's worldly. She would call it worldly.
Okay.
And but by the way, we were bootleg Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh no!
Because
continue.
Because we definitely were taught the teachings of Jehovah's Witnesses, but also in a skewed mom weird way. And also, I'm a child, so remembering some of this is also skewed as well.
So when you say bootleg, are we saying are y'all door to door? Are you hitting the streets the way you're supposed to?
Sometimes, but not really, because
are you in the
mom didn't want to get up, on a Saturday,
so
that kind of bootleg, kind of like let's do some of the things,
phoning it in a little bit.
Yeah, Halloween, Christmas, birthdays we didn't do, but. Here's a little bit of something.
Right. Like, it's just happy. It's not your birthday.
It's not your birthday. We just, like the day before, let's celebrate Thanksgiving with a chicken dinner.
Right.
That's beautiful.
That kind of.
That's how. Do you appreciate that now, though?
No. It's like, let's do it. Well, what are we doing? Why are we faking the funk here?
Stop playing. Let me participate.
Because now I'm still, as an adult, like, are we right about celebrating this stuff? If you have a girlfriend, do I have a Christmas tree and celebrate Christmas and that whole thing?
You're saying that the conflict was introduced to you, and you can't undo that conflict.
You can't undo the conflict. You can go, I want to celebrate this stuff, but am I celebrating it because of what I didn't do, or because of do we celebrate God and Jesus on this day? Really? Is it really actually commercial? Or do I just want to have fucking fun?
Yeah.
And, is this too deep to get into?
No, this is fantastic.
The whole thing about my whole psychology of the other day, I was with some friends. I'm a name drop. Tracy Toms, the amazing actor.
Sure.
Tracy Toms. She did Rent, and she's done Quentin Tarantino films. And I was over at her spot, and I mentioned something about being a Jehovah's Witness as a kid. She's like, "That's what it is about you."
Oh,
that's a bad moment, though.
That's
right?
what it, but it
that's
clicked.
A tough feeling.
But it clicked for her. Like,
yeah.
Oh, see, that's what. I fuck with you, but that's why you this.
That's why you ain't right.
That's why you this. Yeah.
So your mom is telling you dinosaurs are worldly.
Yeah, those bones, I don't really trust those bones. Those are fake bones.
And when you hear this, you are a child. Do you believe this? Are you then repeating it back at the school? Like, hey, y'all, Big news. My mom said everything we've been learning is bullshit. So
no, I have not. Okay, so I also, here's the other thing. I also grew up around, Minnesota's very white. And we were, the only black, family in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
So some things I already knew not to just reveal just because of my otherness anyway.
I got you.
Black family, Jehovah's Witness. Your name is Cedric, not Cedric? What is that? So it was a lot of otherness.
You had a lot going on
I had
already.
a lot going on for me. And so what is, what do you reveal? What
Yeah, you can't be that and then screaming about not real animals.
Yeah.
That's a tough kid. That's a tough kid.
Also, not for nothing, really cool fucking animals. You know what I mean? Like, to be the kid that goes like, dinosaurs ain't real, you're being a hater.
Yeah, that's like, that is true. That's
Wait, you don't fuck with brontosauruses?
What are you doing?
It's a T-Rex.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that is, and then that is tough. That is tough.
Now, mom says no.
Yeah.
Hey, get out.
Said no cool kid ever.
Yeah. Cedric.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe in dinosaurs?
I was fighting white children all the time anyway,
Yeah. For justice.
You don't hate that here.
That's the repair we
was
need.
being flown around all the time. I didn't, and we didn't stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. We had to, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mom said, no, that's worldly politics that we don't believe in. So I'm also that kid sitting in the corner while everyone's up.
Well, I like, because did you stand for the?
I relate to that because I grew up in a socialist household. My dad was a very practicing socialist. And we were told not to stand up. We would go to NBA games sometimes because my uncle had, he was a doctor and had these weird box tickets that he could get. And my dad would take us and then we would sit. And boy, were people mad at us. You know what I mean? The United Center, Michael Jordan in the 90s.
That's the best America. And that's the one to stand up for.
We're refusing it. And it was embarrassing as shit.
They had the bull, like the laser bull, and you had the nerve.
Yeah, whole wind up, baby, and we're sitting.
Bruh, that's tough. 15 little kids hating on you as opposed to 10,000 grown men mad at you.
Yeah, and you get surprised when you find out how much niggas love America.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had that conversation where you're like, I didn't even know, you know what I mean?
I thought we were all on the same page.
Like, I knew you were in the army, but I thought you just like motorcycles. And then all of a sudden, they hit you with that's the craziest shit.
Yeah.
It always surprises me when you meet, because black people love America.
Yeah. It is sort of the violence, I would say, that was created around the black identity, where they pretend as if we don't like America. When in fact, so many of American institutions are shit that black people champion to the fullest.
Yeah, I mean, we built the shit.
Yeah.
So our blood, sweat, and tears are all up and through here.
Yeah.
Yes, there was revolutionaries that were against a lot of the ideology, but, a lot of us built this shit. So yeah.
It's crazy to think we're like company men for America.
Yeah.
God damn.
Wait, did you grow up believing in dinosaurs? Were you a dinosaur?
Yeah, I'm not an animal.
Not like them Yarbroughs. Them Yarbroughs are fucking animals. You don't believe
My name's pronounced the traditional way.
Yeah. No, you don't fuck with pterodactyls?
I realize this now in hindsight. My childhood was so chaotic. I didn't give a shit. Like when I never had a dinosaur phase. I was never like, oh my God. I mean, I thought Jurassic Park was cool, but I wasn't really giving it much thought.
It didn't transform your childhood in any kind of way.
I did not give a fuck. I still don't really care about dinosaurs.
Well, that I think is a great segue into my next question is, where are you now as it relates to dinosaurs? Obviously, that was a worldly teaching.
Yeah.
But are you now fully absolutely, they were real. I fuck with them, I'm a big fan, or are you like, nah, I'm still not 100% certain? Because
Langston, one of my favorite things is to have a gummy and then turn on Apple. They have these like AI dinosaurs, like the Robert Attenborough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good.
And then pterodactyl is fucking the other one and falling down the mountain. That's my shit.
Yeah,
I laugh at that and watch and gawk. It's dope. I love that shit. So yeah, no, I'm with him.
You're Team Dinosaur.
I'm Team Dinosaur. For sure.
Robert Attenborough, what's his name? David Attenborough.
David Attenborough.
Yeah. His brother was the one in Jurassic Park.
What?
His brother, David Attenborough's brother, is the old man in Jurassic Park that builds the park.
Clever Girl?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got
not Clever Girl. Clever Girl's that weird Australian man who gets eaten by the raptor.
I thought Clever Girl was the old guy who set it up.
Yeah, welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's David Attenborough's brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Attenboroughs, they went crazy.
They're hard.
Very different than the Yarbroughs. They went really hard for dinosaurs.
They went full out, yeah. They're the opposite of us, basically. The absolute opposite. Absolute opposite, yeah.
Okay. So you are now an advocate for dinosaurs, or certainly an advocate?
I don't know about I mean,
yeah,
you got that
advocate.
You don't have a shirt on.
I did, yeah. I am wearing dinosaur draws right now. Like real, no, I'm rich, so I got like real shit on, man.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about
that.
That was a good one.
Good.
Do you feel like any of the questions that your mom introduced as it relates to dinosaurs have ever come into play in your adulthood? Do you know what I mean? That like now more than ever, we live in this conspiratorial society where people go like, these things aren't real. The earth is flat. There's a fucking earth inside of the earth. You know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Do you feel like you've ever heard some of your mom's theories out in the world and gone like, oh, okay, she wasn't completely off base, as it were?
Oh, man. Comedically, no.
Yeah.
But realistically, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, probably. She's just a good, sweet person. She's so damn funny and very sweet. And I just feel like a lot of what we were doing back then, particularly, like anything, like a gang, you know? You're looking for a family. And when she's from Mississippi, moved to Minnesota. And so she was looking for like-minded individuals. You know, and we all do. And she's a younger woman. She sees, a lot of black people fuck with Jehovah's Witnesses.
We talk about it a lot. You guys have good hit record as far as producing talent.
Yes.
It's a pretty good farm.
I mean,
come on. It's a pretty good farm.
Bruh.
Yeah, there they are.
There they are.
The Kings.
There they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got some hoopers, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's that kid, Noah Lyles? Wasn't he the runner?
Quinta was a Jehovah's Witness. She grew up Jehovah's Witness.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, y'all got a bond.
Yeah. I know my boy, one of the funniest writers, Jerry Minor. He is also ex-Jehovah's Witness. We should do a documentary about that.
Come on, man.
Actually.
The Hollywood ties. It's like you guys in Scientology.
Yes.
Yeah.
A name I don't feel comfortable saying on this podcast. Maybe we cut that in post.
Watch that.
Hey, me and Cedric didn't say shit.
We didn't say
a goddamn thing.
Hey, my career is fine. Why am I here? Damn it. I knew this was a bad move. Fuck. But yeah, no, we Jehovah's Witnesses are the black Scientology.
But I do think, to your point, it is a community. You find yourself sort of aligning with and we talk about this with conspiracy a lot, where you find yourself aligning with these theories, these ideas, these whatever, because you find community.
Yes.
You find some people who look like you and are kind of on the same wave as you. And it's easier to just kind of roll with the punches, as it were, instead of like being like, no, I don't agree with this side of it, and then getting put out.
Right.
And not having anybody.
And your question also, I mean, the teachings definitely affect my adult thinking,
sure.
You know, where I think about, you know, certain things, how I, you know, put things in categories of, that's a little worldly for me, or that's a little much for me.
You still feel that way?
In some regard. There's some things I just don't fuck with because that's just them.
What, like you don't play cards? What are we talking about?
No, I play cards. But, you know, I think a lot of what I don't fuck with, I do because mentally.
Yeah.
I'd like to be positive. I like to not wallow in the dittiness. Sure. Yeah, I'm ditty free, by the way.
Oh, congratulations,
brother.
I'm clean.
We weren't even putting you in the box.
I'm putting it out there right now.
Okay, get ahead of it.
I wasn't going to bring him up because you have the type of career where I was like, oh, Cedric might have been at a few.
He probably was.
Like,
yeah, he
could have been at a few parties.
I was not. I'm ditty free.
Good for you.
Oh, you know what? I did. Not that I wouldn't have gone if I had been in. Let's also put that out there.
You would have appreciated an invite.
Yeah, did they want me there? Like, no, you basic cable, dog. You're
and here's what I'll say.
Invited to the Diddy party.
Shame
MTV
on you,
Puff Daddy.
Cable. Shame on you, Diddy. You had the chance to invite this man to one of your fine parties, and you wasted it.
I would have been fun.
He would have been fun. You squandered that opportunity, and I hope that I hope while you rot in prison, that rots in your mind.
That reminds me of a time where I did get kicked out of a party, a BET Awards
at
party.
the awards.
At an awards BET Awards party at the Roosevelt Hotel. So me and Aaron Magruder from the Boondocks. Why we thought we could go to the BET Awards party? You know, we fuck with BET all the time on the show. Why did we think we could go in there and it'd be okay?
You guys didn't just fuck with like the concept of BET. You named their executives and shitted on them individually.
Which was amazing. Boy, was that good.
Yeah, it was great. But the ego that we thought, let's get up in here. It might have been Aaron. Yeah, no, it was Aaron who got tapped on the shoulder. Big bro was like, can I talk to you for a sec? You know you're not supposed to be in here, right? And we were like, oh, wait, what? Yeah. And he pointed to a camera. They don't want you here.
Whoa.
BET's got cameras?
Something.
He's got cameras?
Oh, we're not all surprised.
They have cameras. That's not that.
I thought that was their main thing, was having cameras.
No, yeah.
But I mean, at a party, I didn't think they had the resources.
You didn't think.
Yeah. They saw us there.
Wow.
And told us to leave. They told Aaron, and I was with Aaron, and so
you held your boy down.
Yeah.
That's good. You would have been crazy.
But they were like, no, you got to go too.
Yeah,
you know, it was like, okay.
Would you have stayed?
Aaron, yeah. Bye, dog.
I'll see you at work on Monday, Aaron.
Sanaa Lathan is here.
It's some baddies in the building, my
man. But yeah, they were like,
damn.
Yeah.
This is great. We need to take a break.
Oh, shit, it's break time.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back and talk more dinosaurs and talk to more Cedric Yarbrough. More My Mama Told Me when we're back.
We are back. We are back with Cedric Yarbrough. We are discussing Dinosaurs and Juror number 2.
Yeah. So I don't know that I've seen you in a drama yet.
Yeah, no, not many people have. I mean, you know, grew up in Minneapolis. I'm a theater kid. I was trained Shakespeare, lots of straight plays, got into musical theater. Then I just thought, you know what? I need to be a little bit more well-rounded. I'm still real shy. So I started getting into sketch and improv comedy. They have a really great theater environment in Minneapolis. The education system is pretty damn great, particularly for the creatives and artists.
Yeah.
And so I got into sketch and improv, but I had this drama background, and when I got out to Hollywood, that comedy door was open, and I went in, and let's see where we can go. But a lot of the Minneapolis audiences know about some of my dramatic work, but we've never seen anything more on the screen side of it. So this was a really cool opportunity to flex that muscle, and I had an audition for Clint Eastwood.
He was there?
No, he saw my tape.
Okay, I got you.
Sent it in.
Yeah.
And apparently, he said, that's my guy. That's who I want.
Yeah, I bet that's how he said it too.
That's my guy. That's my motherfucker. Yeah.
Give me Cedric.
That good. So yeah, we did got to shoot it in Savannah, and I think people are gonna dig this film because there's a moral dilemma. This character, Nicholas Hoult, is part of an accident, and you wonder if he did it or if he didn't do it. And now he's on the jury of the case of said accident.
Whoa.
There's a innocent man being accused of this murder, and Nick is possibly the guy who did it, and now he's on the jury.
A fantasy of mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been dreaming about this opportunity.
Been dreaming this your whole life?
I'm on the jury and I did the shit.
Yeah.
That's what my porno parody would be if you weren't in it.
This is an offshoot. Yeah. David Bory original.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. No, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's a cool way to show this part of my creativity. There aren't very many 94-year-olds making Hollywood
hits
films,
To be honest, making anything worthwhile.
No. Yeah. Except Dookie in there.
Even that's played. You should see my 30-year-old
Yeah, this 94-year-old Dookie's not as good as the 30. But yeah, it was great to I like that Nicholas Hoult, man. He's solid. He's here's the thing, sometimes people are great on screen but not so great off camera. And I like how this dude got down. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's
Los Angeles.
This is like, what? Yeah. Why do you think you could talk to anybody any kind of way?
You're like, bro, I didn't even know about you before this. You should behave differently.
Right.
And people
would think you would be.
Mm-hmm.
People like you. What, you don't like human beings? They just think you can just
talk to them any
kind of way. This dude, Nicholas Hoult, he's the real deal, man. I just like how he moved around off camera and on camera. That's cool
dope,
cat.
man.
Yeah.
November 1st. Go check out Juror number 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk Dinosaurs.
Now let's go back.
I did some research.
Yeah.
That I want to unpack with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited, I guess, to hear that you are pro dinosaur at this point.
Yes.
But I'm curious to hear if any of this maybe changes your position on dinosaurs. So scientists, if you believe scientists maintain.
I believe science, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just checking in.
Right.
A lot of people think you don't.
That was great. That's colorism on display.
I'm just saying, I did a survey before we got here. A lot of people are saying, man, I don't fuck with that dude. He hates science.
He hates science.
I don't.
But you do?
No, not at all. I don't know why he did that.
Okay.
Bro, he's cool.
Okay. All right.
I left him hanging out to dry at one of the DC shows, and I feel like this is payback.
Yeah, I'm gonna seek my revenge for the rest of my life at this point.
I understand that. That's
scientists do maintain that dinosaurs are real. They say that there is it would require a massive conspiracy on the part of geologists and paleontologists. Thousands upon hundreds of thousands of people would have to consent to a conspiracy in order for this to be fabricated, right? That like we would all have to agree to lie about this thing in order to get it sold. So they're saying that it's real. However, they do say that all of the dinosaur bones that we've seen up to this point, largely the ones that we find in museums, are fake. That they are models of actual dinosaur bones. Replicas of the bones, because the original bones are often too fragile and or too expensive to display for the public at mass.
That's not crazy though. Are they presented as such? Like I guess I always thought that. I don't think I ever went to a museum and was like, that's an actual.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think I think I always kind of assumed they would be fake.
I think I'm a real dum-dum. I always thought that they were legit dinosaur bones.
You thought that like they just had it in the Oak Park, in the museum down your street? You just thought they had dinosaurs?
Yeah, I thought they put a big old dinosaur up there.
No, I always thought they were more precious than that. I will say that.
Where'd you fall?
Do you also feel that, you know those one exhibits where they have like human remains and then you can see layers of human
100%
dealy deals? Do you feel like that's a real human being in there?
Well, you know what I can tell you is that they had that humans exhibit that they used to tour. I don't know if you remember that exhibit, but for years they had that exhibit where they had all these bodies and bones and muscle, all that. They were using the bodies, this is fucked up, the bodies of Chinese prisoners.
I did
the
know
cadavers that they had collected from Chinese prisoners basically became the samples that ultimately were those. So yes, I believe that, but it makes you sad afterwards when you find out why.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. That's absolutely terrible.
So I think
why would we do that?
Because we could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the danger of the human experience, is that we'll pretty much do whatever we can if you make it available to us. So
yeah, it's been proven.
There was no accountability. Nobody was going to be like, hey, where's my rapist uncle, whatever. So we
did do a bit on Reno 911 where we had the exhibit of Kenny Rogers' bones. And we did it with the consent of the Kenny Rogers family. He did our show back in the day. He was
he was on the show.
He was so dope. He was so funny and with it. And so when we had this idea of, doing Kenny Rogers,
that's so cool.
Touring Kenny Rogers' bones. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Asian bones. That's terrible.
Yeah, it gets dark.
I guess I never thought of, are these bones really real or not? I guess I thought they were fake, but I didn't really put any real thought into it. That makes sense.
So one of the reasons, besides just the expense of it and also the danger of them falling apart or being damaged, one of the reasons that they use fake bones is because they say they have to fill in the blanks oftentimes for parts of the dinosaur that are missing. Right. That when you pull these fossils from the earth, you're not necessarily getting a full assemblage of every bone that correlates with this dinosaur. You're getting bits and pieces, and then they got to piece the puzzle together. Thus, they use fake bones to sort of fill in the blanks. This is where I get curious because, and I do believe that dinosaurs are real, but I start to go, well, if you're piecing these bad boys together like a puzzle, how do we know you pieced that puzzle together the way that puzzle was meant to be pieced together?
Yeah. Yeah. And how do we know you're not filling it in with Asian bone?
Come on. Little Chinese man leg in there.
Yeah.
Put that Asian
little white collar crime in the
femur in there. Yeah. They won't know.
Do you know the difference between a dinosaur femur and a Chinese femur?
I don't know that dinosaurs have femurs.
My point exactly.
I feel like I know what human bones look like enough. Yeah, I think that you're playing yourself out. Come on, brother.
We were on the same team, and then you turned on me again.
No,
you saw it.
I did.
He's got a nasty attitude.
Yeah. Come on,
you
man.
know what? Fuck Almond Joy.
You don't mean that.
I'm on your side, dog.
You don't mean that.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
No, I don't. You're right. You're right. I can't wait for Almond Joy.
Relax.
I love them. They're delicious. Filling in bones. Yeah, that is man. You know what? We're diabolical.
We are.
Let's just face it. We do some crazy, crazy shit. This is why, it's better and safer. This is why my mama was a Jehovah's Witness. She wanted to stay away from all the crazy.
Look what happens when you dig into dinosaurs. She was like, "Know what? I don't want no parts of it.
I am out."
Fake bones, and I appreciate.
I understand it, Ma. I get that.
Religion gives you organization. It gives you a system, a bunch of rules that you can follow. And if you don't, you're loosey-goosey on the internet. Suddenly you're accusing dinosaurs of having little Chinese femurs. And that's not right.
You can't be a loose man out here. I recently just understood. It's true, bro. Nobody wants you to be like an old loose man.
No, you don't. No.
You got to be affiliated to something.
You got to tie to something.
Yeah.
No, I recently realized, I was thinking about that religion thing recently, where I finally got it, where I was like, the point isn't even if it's real or not. Yeah. It doesn't even, I was such a stickler about, how could you believe that? It's like, who fucking cares? Just make a decision. That's life.
Yeah, you commit to something.
The point is a commitment. The point is having a set of rules to live by. Whether or not it's real is like, because I really used to think that like everybody involved in religion believed wholeheartedly what that was. And now I'm like, I'll fuck around and go Jehovah's Witness. Maybe maybe
they'll put you out pretty fast.
Yeah,
they'll sniff you out.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's about structure. Because like you said, you don't want to be a loosey-goosey out here.
No, man.
And I don't know if it's wilder then or wilder now. There were no borderlines. There were no set of rules. So, we were figuring it out. Oh yeah, you can't murder someone.
Right.
Or no, you can't eat ham or this meat will kill you.
Yeah.
But now with AI and it is it wilder or not as, I don't know.
But I think to the AI question, what we would benefit from is a legit agreement as a society on these are the rules with these things.
Right.
This is where we be taking it too far for our human existence. And instead, because we're loosey-goosey out here, we're like, nah, just build the technology and let people decide. And that shouldn't be the case.
It's always going to end bad.
Some of these internet websites should not exist.
Should not exist.
I shouldn't be able to communicate with everybody.
Yeah.
I already feel
shouldn't be able to watch Family Guy pornography.
Come on.
Yeah. The robot porn that you'll be watching. Come on, bro. I'm already mad at you for what I know that you will do. I know that you will do it.
Whoa,
there needs to be structure.
Get it? I like real pussy.
But robot pussy?
I've struggled with this.
You want to see it.
I want to see it. I don't want to. It's the same reason I don't want to try heroin, man. I get it. It's probably the best. I don't need the best. I need a good C+, baby. I'm trying to live for a while. You know what I mean? I don't need A+ pussy.
Man, you reveal a lot on this show, huh?
That's really the point.
C+ pussy. What is this? What is C+?
That's not fair.
That's not.
This man has a lover.
I want B+.
Yeah, you want better.
But like, I don't need whatever a robot can do to my dick. I don't need that. I like life. You know what I mean? I like engaging with people. I like interacting. I like the difficulties and whatever within that. I don't need life to be so easy that a robot just runs it for me.
You're a very brave man. Let me ask you this.
Man, your segues are
killer. Yeah, I agree. I'm the best in the biz, Cedric.
Yeah.
One of the things that then got me thinking about this question of, are we arranging the dinosaurs exactly as they should be, is how much do I actually know about dinosaurs? And it got me thinking specifically about the Brontosaurus. You brought up the Brontosaurus earlier. And as it turns out, I don't know if you know this, the Brontosaurus ain't a real dinosaur. That the Brontosaurus is actually an amalgamation of some other dinosaurs. An Apatosaurus is one of them. And then there's one with a C whose name I always forget. But basically, it is a mixture of some of those bones that they then thought was an original dinosaur and later realized, oh, that was just a fucked up Apatosaurus. That wasn't like its own independent brontosaurus. So the brontosaurus itself has been a lie this entire time. And if they'll lie to us about the brontosaurus, what else will they lie to us about?
Fluoride.
Come on.
That sucks. I wish you hadn't have told me that. That really unravels everything.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
The brontosaurus is made up.
The brontosaurus is now there are.
When you say made up, though,
yep,
I feel like it sounds a little broader than like there was a general, like, what are the differences between what we thought was the brontosaurus and like the one with the C that you couldn't?
So that's the thing.
That's my question.
It's not made up, and this is where we should be clear. It's not made up with like malicious intent.
I don't even mean that. I mean physically. What are the similar?
Well,
like
that I don't. You know, it's like when people are differentiating between like species, like the ostrich and the emu. Right. I don't know how to break down specifically all the differences, but I do know that there is a technical difference.
Right, but if you come to me and you say an emu, and you say you thought an emu was an ostrich, I won't feel as tricked as if you were like, I thought an emu was a fucking giraffe. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's like, my point is I think that it's less about them being like, oh, we're going to trick people, and more they legitimately thought this dinosaur was real for a long time and then later found out, oh, that's not a different thing.
Right.
That's just a thing we thought was its own subsex species, whatever. The brontosaurus, not real. Here's the other thing I didn't know. Dinosaurs, for the most part, were warm-blooded. I thought they were cold-blooded.
They're not reptiles?
No, well, they are, but they're like warm-blooded reptiles, which also explains why they always had to be roaming all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most cold-blooded animals, they just kind of sit there until they have to hunt and they have to be heated all the time. Dinosaurs were always on the move, and part of that is because they were warm-blooded, large lizards, essentially. We don't know a lot about these creatures.
I think I kind of assumed
that they were warm-blooded.
I think I did a little, yeah.
Okay.
Because of that, because of their hunting, because of their, you know, there are a lot of them that you know eat plants and but there was so many of them that were hunters that needed blood. I guess I just assumed that a lot of them were warm-blooded. I guess I'm just smarter. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm really saying.
There's natural intelligence.
I got it like that. Even though we weren't supposed to, they were fake in our house. By the way, my mom's not a Jehovah's Witness anymore.
Oh, she got out?
Oh, really?
She found, we got her a laptop. And she was able to look up a lot of this stuff up herself. And she was like, you know what? I'm sorry I fucked up your childhood, man. My bad.
That's so nice.
Yeah. No, it was nice for her to go, okay, you know what? Yeah, that wasn't right. That wasn't real.
She's like, Cedric, did you know I'm a Libra? This is crazy. I'm learning so much. Yeah. This is cool. Thanks for that laptop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the other part of this that I got excited about in the research, and this
we're not going to wrap on that. I thought it was a really nice
goodbye.
No, we're going to talk more about Okay, that's I ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, this feels great.
No, I'm joking. Go ahead, bro.
The other part that got me excited was the feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Feathers are a very recent discovery inside of dinosaurs, or at least it feels recent to me. I was a Jurassic Park kid. I remember seeing it in the theater with my dad, you know what I mean, sitting in the fucking theater. And as far as I knew, there were no feathered dinosaurs. They all were butt naked, lizard. That was
They're way sexier without the feathers.
Way sexier without the feathers.
Okay, then
take your time.
Yes.
No,
because I don't want to go, I'm smarter than you. Because I always thought of that they had feathers. But
You
are we
always
This whole
thought
time you
that-
thought they had
yeah,
feathers.
like
Come
there's
on,
the pterodactyl,
I'm
the
calling
even
bullshit.
the emu. Like,
You're
what are we
wildin'.
talking
Emu's not a-
about?
That's a regular bird.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before the dodo.
Yeah,
Yeah, like those guys had feathers, guys. Like,
but dodos
are we talking
weren't
about like
dinosaurs.
did like are we talking about T-Rex? Did T-Rexes have feathers?
T-Rex had feathers?
Some of the some of the more like-
Raptors had
Yeah,
feathers.
Ah, okay.
You thought we didn't know
lot of
birds
them.
had feathers, my
Now we're
nigga, bro?
talking.
Come
Well,
on,
that's what it sounded like. But I've never heard a T-Rex had.
Yeah, they have feathers.
Okay.
And if you
According
see,
to
I'm
science,
not
they have
smarter
feathers.
than you.
if you see the renderings, it is very unsexy.
It's disturbing.
It
Oh,
looks-
wow. Really?
It
Yeah,
looks
it's
bad.
troubling shit to see.
Because
what a
not like
T-Rex
enough
is.
feathers to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's part of it, is that they say that the feathers were not for flight. They didn't serve necessarily that function. They were for warmth, and they were for like beautification, so that you could attract mates and shit. The same way that like David Attenborough, he talks about them little birds dancing around, and
Yeah.
they would flap their wings. And,
Blue-footed booby.
yeah, the blue-footed booby. The T-Rex was doing blue-footed booby shit to be able to attract their mate.
But also I was just going to say, with
Yeah.
the feathers, when you see them with the feathers, they do very much look like a creature in flux. Does that make sense?
Yep,
like it looks
of
like
course.
mid-evolutionary.
Yeah.
Of like, this is clearly something on its way to something
On its way
else.
to something else.
Yeah.
Which I do think maybe that's the distinction between some of these periods, that when they say like the Triassic period versus the prehistoric, you know what I mean? That probably is like, oh, they had a bunch of feathers around here,
Right.
but they weren't really. They were
Now they're like half naked over here.
yeah, they were ass out over here.
Yeah, y'all down bad.
Yeah. They're cold and shivering. And,
I can't wait till I get some feathers,
Ooh,
man.
I need
Man, you
some
should have
feathers.
seen me 600 years ago. Nigga was pretty.
We had feathers, brothers. We was kings.
We didn't land on Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So one of the other the pieces of the feathers, or rather the dinosaurs disappearing, and this is really the big question I asked, is why don't we see things that look like dinosaurs today? Right? Like obviously this
Birds
big
are similar, right?
birds are
Where it's
descendants of
the closest?
dinosaurs. They're like the closest descendants we have.
Feathers.
But one of the big questions I kept asking is, where are the versions of dinosaurs that exist today? Why aren't animals as big as these big ass bird lizards were back then? And there's a fair amount of research that suggests that when an apocalyptic event happens on a planet and creatures get wiped out, it takes hundreds of millions of years for that type of species to restore itself. That like the size and scale will not be met again for another 100,000 or 100 million years.
So they could just be like laying in wait. Like we could be like, oh, it's just a wombat right now.
Yeah, it's going to evolve into
Right.
something more awesome, except that human beings keep fucking that up for the evolutionary experience for every other animal.
Because of hunting.
We keep hunting them and killing them and putting pollutants in the air that keep them from evolving into their best selves.
Do you believe in like residual dinosaurs left over, like you hear about like in the DRC, Machiliomimbi and shit like that?
Whoa, say more about that.
Yeah.
It's like in a jungle. There were all these people who said that they had seen what they described to be a dinosaur, and like people went down there to check, and they're like, Machiliomimbi lives in there.
No, I don't know that I haven't given that any thought. This is the first I'm hearing
You keep
of it.
saying that word, and I still don't understand.
It's the best part of the anecdote is a thing, so I got to really hammer it home.
Yeah.
to let you know that I know.
This also kind of makes me think about how, there's some people that still like, okay, so why aren't monkeys evolving right now into this? How come we don't see them turn into humans all of a sudden if that's who we are? You know what I'm saying?
Great impression of them, by the way.
Yeah. You know exactly who I'm doing.
But I think to that question, the answer that we should be giving is human beings are fucking that up for
fucking it
them.
up.
Monkeys could be evolving in an awesome way. and
we could be
we're-
involving.
We could be becoming
We're-
something better than what we are.
We're our own worst enemy.
Damn.
And isn't
I
that
have
humanity?
a tail.
Dump it out. We'll put it behind a paywall.
Yeah, we'll make them earn it.
I'll show y'all after the show.
Are you for real?
No. Bro. No, dog.
That would have been crazy.
It would have been.
It would have been really great.
That would have been.
That would have been really great.
Hollywood news. You know that? Yarbrough.
Yo, honestly, if
Jehovah's Witness, and he got a tail.
30 years into his career, he admits he has
finally
a tail.
reveals.
He didn't want to use it as a crutch in the beginning.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
He didn't want any of those handouts.
That you
all that free
tail press.
I want to make it on my own. I'm tailless. Damn it.
You're like a Coppola in that way.
Damn right. Yeah.
We're going to take one more break. We're going to be back with more Cedric Yarbrough and more My Mama Told Me.
We are back discussing the possibly tailed Cedric Yarbrough.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm still not.
You're not.
Yeah, you're not
convinced.
sure. I threw it out there. So,
This is a podcast about skepticism, and we are skeptics.
Yeah.
And I also want that on me. I want, when you see me now, like, I just saw him in this film. Dude, he might have a tail. I want you to be distracted.
I like
not
that.
Even enjoying my work. Not enjoying the story. I want you thinking.
He was sitting a little funny in that.
Yeah.
November 1st, go see if he has a tail.
Yeah.
And then maybe you learn something. You know what I mean?
Humans evolved, bro. They evolved. Yeah.
The last little piece of information that I'll throw your way is that we didn't find out, and this is why I'm calling bullshit on your feathers theory. We didn't find out that dinosaurs, in fact, officially did have feathers until 1991. Some dinosaur bones were pulled up in China in 1991 that they officially were like, that had feather residue, whatever the fuck, to be able to like officially say it. Now, there was speculation for generations before that, but not until 1991. And so I say all that to say that we know so little about these creatures. And every year it's evolving and more information is coming out. The T-Rex looks like a brand new animal so often.
He's got big arms.
Yeah, it's buff.
Swole. That's the scary. What's his name? Montrez Harrell? You know what I'm talking
about? Swole. You know what? I also kind of feel like that possible payback, like, you gonna fuck with our bones? These Asians are like, you gonna take our bones? We're gonna show you these feathers.
Oh, I like
now
that.
What?
Oh.
We're gonna fuck all this shit.
Come on, who's on display now?
Now what?
We're gonna make your school children look real stupid.
Real stupid.
Get your lick back, China.
Yeah. Get it, China.
Well played, China.
Yeah, well played.
Well, so let's make this official. Where do you fall now with all of this information as it stands to dinosaurs? Are you still fully convinced that the dinosaurs you know and love remain intact? Have they not been changed at all? Or are you on a different side of the argument?
I feel like I need to start watching. It was Robert Attenborough.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
I keep saying Robert. David Attenborough. These shows on dinosaurs without the gummies. Because I feel like it's filtering out the real information that I really need. I'm just giggling and enjoying. Look at this dumbass dinosaur. I feel like I need to actually really start to really take in this information.
You got to lock in.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good answer.
Let's lock in a little bit more.
I like that.
Where do you fall?
Where do you fall?
Oh, I'm still going to get high and watch Planet Earth. This is amazing.
Okay.
And 2. And you ever watch Earth 2? It's very...
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, man. Really great. I'm the same place I always was, pretty firmly in... I think there may have been some, like, liberties taken or whatever, like the Brontosaurus thing and stuff. But, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think I do, too. The only other piece of information, I forgot to say this, and this does trouble me, but it doesn't make me not believe in dinosaurs. You apparently can find dinosaur bones everywhere. They existed on every continent. They're available within usually an hour of wherever most people live. You could go and dig up some dinosaur bones. You're not legally allowed to keep the dinosaur bones.
What if they're on my property?
You can't keep them. It is illegal.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, do you just tattletale on yourself? Like,
if you go somewhere and
cops,
you dig up some
I got
dinosaur
these bones, bro. You're not supposed to have that. Oh, damn. Okay, dog. Here you go.
Sir, we're going to need to check your glove compartment for dinosaur bones.
I know my rights.
Didn't Michael Jackson have bones lying around his crib?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
probably.
Sure. I think he had a lot of
was it just the Elephant Man's bones?
I think he had the Elephant Man bones.
Which is...
So you can keep human remains.
You can keep human remains.
Dinosaurs is the problem.
They can be as freaky as you want, the human remains, but you got to you give away the dinosaur bones to the government.
To who?
To the government.
The government in general?
Yeah, to just the general government.
I find some bones on my shit. I ain't going, bro.
And that's part of my problem. Is it makes me think that even if dinosaurs are exactly the way that they're presenting them to us, there's a manipulation happening that keeps me from profiting from the dinosaur bones that are being collected. And more importantly, me really doing the research directly on site the way I want to be able to do. If I dig up some bones, I should be able to keep these until I can assemble my own dinosaur and see if it turns out like the ones you tell me they look like.
I mean, just get the yellow flag with the snake and don't tread on me, dog. This sounds like you really MAGA it, dog. Go ahead, just tell us.
Honestly, it's my favorite.
They make some good points.
It's my favorite part of his personality.
Right, yeah.
I love it when he's like, fuck
he's like, fuck the government.
Yeah.
Don't tread on you.
Yeah.
Right.
About dinosaur bones
About bones, bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a longer conversation. It would get to other stuff.
Well, I think we did it.
Yeah.
I think we nailed
it. We
it.
did something.
This is great.
We definitely did something.
Cedric, do you want to tell the people where they can find you and what cool shit you have going on?
No. I want to be left alone. I like that I come out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Y'all see me, and then I get the hell up out of here.
I like that.
No, that's a good pace.
Yeah. You know, if you find me, you find me. It's good, you know. Right?
Bori, what you got?
I have a place to be found. Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram, patreon.com/David Bori. Buy my special, Birth of a Nation with the G. It's so funny. We have a Patreon. We're doing funny stuff over there. I just made a video about boats.
Yeah. Go check Bori out and follow me at Langston Kerman on all social media platforms. We're on tour right now. My mama told me to start the Steel Tour. We're hitting a bunch of cities, and you can watch my special on Netflix. It's called Bad Poetry, and I'm really happy with it. And if you want to send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories, if you want to prove to us that dinosaurs not only had feathers, but they had roller skates, send it all to mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Buy the merch, like, subscribe, rate, review. You know what to do. Bye, bitch. My Mama Told Me is a production of Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network and iHeart Podcasts.
Created and hosted by Langston Kerman.
Co-hosted by David Bori.
Executive produced by Will Ferrell, Hansani, and Olivia Aguilar.
Co-produced by Bay Wang.
Edited and engineered by Justin Conner.
Music by Nick Chambers.
Artwork by Dogon Krieger.
You can now watch episodes of My Mama Told Me on YouTube. Follow at My Mama Told Me and subscribe to our channel.